is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is only a test.
DJs and MC. This DJ, he gets down.
Listen to this jockey's introduction to
Two DJs and a mic with your host, DJ Mike.
Is that a timetable?
And DJ JP.
Well, get on it. It's your time.
Give me the mic.
How you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of Two DJs, One Mic. I'm here with myself, the soft-spoken one, and we have the infamous DJ JP on the side.
How you doing, Mike?
Yes, and we have the honor of speaking with, I would say, one of the greats in the industry. That's none other than DJ Bubba Yae in the place to be. What's up, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Man,
We're doing
Beautiful day
good.
in the neighborhood.
Yes. It's a beautiful thing. Yes. So we first and foremost just want to thank you for joining us, and agreeing to come on with us and talk with us. Man, and I love that room.
Oh, thank you. My wife decorated this.
Yeah, well, I figured you did do it. It looks like it has the touch. They more detailed than we are. My wife did mine as well.
Yeah, I just take care of the hardware. She does the other stuff.
Oh, yeah. It looks good. Is that where you record from?
Yeah, I do my streaming, mixtapes, everything right here.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice. So can you just give us a little brief, history about yourself before we jump into the interview?
Born and raised Ennis, Texas. Country boy. Did some work, sheriff department, couple law firm. Right now, I'm just delivering 18-wheelers and playing music whenever I get a chance to. Do a little traveling.
We can't pass by that. What do you mean? Just rolling them around or taking 3 and 4 like we see piggyback to somewhere?
No, I just it's a local. It's a dealership, and we got like ongoing customers. Some of these customers buy 200 or 300 trucks a year. At $175,000, $200,000, a lot of money.
Yes, it is, brother. Yes, it is.
So, but coming out of Ennis, man, just been doing the music thing. Made my way to Dallas a few years back, and been here ever since.
All right. Well, that happens to most of us. So, where are you from originally?
Ennis.
Yeah, I told you, Jeffrey. I guess he thought you were playing.
You gonna have to stop that. That's probably
about 30 minutes south.
Well, where you at? DeSoto, Duncanville, you said, right?
Lancaster.
Okay, so you're 30 minutes from us right now. So I guess we ain't in Dallas either.
Okay. Hey, man, everybody from somewhere.
Yeah, but you from the Metroplex, brother. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you are from the Metroplex.
Well, I was adopted here, I guess.
So you trying not to claim the Metroplex, or what's going on?
Man,
do you have a hate-love relationship with Dallas?
Dallas is fine. Dallas is good for making money.
Okay. All right. Now I ain't gonna try to say we blaming it on me. All right. I give you win. All right, Mr. Ennis. Okay.
Hey, man, I got to represent my hometown, man.
Well, I mean, I do too, but I mean, you live in Dallas, brother. The DFW Metroplex.
Yeah, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan.
That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
He's not a Dallas Cowboy fan.
But I mean, that don't have nothing to do with it. Get
a rope.
It has everything to do with it.
There's Cowboy fans in Ethiopia. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, they just as whacked out as the rest of y'all. No, they ain't going nowhere.
Them saints to burn your brain.
Yeah, it's okay. You can say whatever.
All right. Moving right along. So let's jump into this thing. So how did your journey as a DJ begin? And what was your first big crowd moment?
I would say I started just playing music, man, just sitting outside the house with a Sansui stereo.
Wow. You
And
remember
sitting in the apartments playing record after record. But probably started with my mom and grandmother. My grandmother had a country ball back in the day. If you know what a country ball is.
No, please explain.
That's a juke joint out in the country.
Oh, okay.
And my grandmother. So then every Friday, with black folks, every Friday is fried fish. And play whatever. And then there's so much music in the house. I thought Al Green was my relative. We had so many of his albums in the house.
I feel the same way, brother. My mother was a big Al Green fan too.
So, but the music started just playing music around the house. I ended up in a trade school, and I was fascinated by this cat playing music. He just happened to have I'll never forget it. He happened to have a version of Why Have I Lost You by Cameo, but it was more like somebody did a remix way back then, and it was more of a up tempo. And man, that I was hooked then.
Wow.
I was hooked.
Do you have that version to this day?
Boy, can't find it to this day.
Wow.
So,
So did you start in the cassette, the reel-to-reel, or 8-track days? Ennis.
We had albums. Now I've had some 8-tracks though, but playing music was albums.
So you started with albums or records, 12 inches. Okay.
What year was it that you started?
Trying to be a professional.
Just period. When you
started.
Oh, just period.
Yes.
Oh, man, probably in maybe 80.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But actually, my first maybe gig was maybe 83.
Okay.
House parties. Probably my biggest gig back then, I did a field meet for a motorcycle club. And traveled around with a band for a number of years. I didn't even DJ in a club. I traveled with this band. And I was their DJ. But every little town we went to, the club owner would always want to keep me, so.
Wow.
Actually, the band was out of Fort Worth. Guy called himself Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
I remember that name.
I was his DJ for a number. Actually, I started out dancing.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was one of them old pop lockers.
Oh, you was a pop locker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you still lock and pop?
Knees can lock. About it.
I understand. I feel you on that one, brother. Knees.
To this day, my wife don't think I can dance.
Wow, really?
When she asks people around my, maybe Dallas, around the area, hometown area down there, they say, "Oh yeah, he was cold blooded," but she don't believe it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, hey, like I said, if there ain't no pictures or nothing, sometimes we just don't get it. But all right, brother. So this is my first time meeting you, but Mike knows you, and he says you have an iconic voice. Was being behind the mic always a part of your vision as a DJ? Did you want to get in radio, or did it just happen that they just heard that voice and they was like, okay?
I did a couple of stations.
Okay.
Voice has always been the same. Everybody seemed to like my voice except me.
Yeah, I feel you, sir. I feel the same way.
I did a couple of stations here in Dallas.
Okay.
Years ago. I was on KKDA. I had a Saturday night show on KKDA.
All right.
Wow.
And actually, I started out at KNON, and the guy was the music director at KKDA, Chuck Smith. May he rest in peace. He heard me on with that KNON, and
89.3.
Yeah, and offered me a job.
Wow. Must be nice, man.
How did you get to 89.3? Was it before or after Snake? And
it was probably after, because it was like in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
I had a friend that did a Sunday overnight show from 12 to 4. He's passed on now, Kenneth Swindle. And
yeah.
Kenneth
Good
Swindle and I
guy,
were real
man.
good friends, and him and I used to talk all the time. And so he encouraged me to come up there, and I ended up doing a Wednesday morning show there.
Mm-hmm.
It was called, what was it called? The Wednesday morning house party, some kind of stuff like that. And it just went from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He was man, he was a great dude. I met that guy. I've met him a couple of times, but he was a great dude, man.
Oh yeah, Kenneth was
So
cool.
very humble.
Yeah.
Kenneth and I he used to go on my little tours with me. You know, when I go out of town, he'd be right there with me. And when he passed, that was a big blow for a lot of people. And
Yeah.
his family out of Lubbock, they knew me, and I didn't even know them. They knew more about me, and I
Wow.
didn't even know him because he talked about me so much with them. And the guy said, "Well, you got 3 minutes to say something." I said, "Man, you can't condense 30 years of friendship into 3 minutes."
Yeah.
You know, so
That's tough.
that's how long we knew each other.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a good guy.
So when
man.
you say tours as a DJ, where were you?
Man, I had 3 gigs in 2 days. And
Oh, okay.
Texarkana, where was that? East Texas. What is that? Gladewater.
Mm-hmm.
I had a family reunion on a Saturday morning. Left there, showered, took a nap, did a Jay Hammer show that night, and got up that Sunday morning with the Gladewater for a crawfish boil. But
He was getting it in.
I like how you use the word tour because it is a tour.
Yeah.
When you start moving around like that in and out of these counties and states.
Yeah, I still do that a little bit now. They pay me to come different places, so that's why I walked away from the clubs. You know, so.
Okay. All right. Miguel?
So you've worked with legends like Johnny Tate and Master P. What's one moment that stands out with that for you?
Johnny Taylor used to come to this spot I played at, and any given night you see Vernon Garrett, Johnny Taylor, Mel Waiters, Floyd Taylor, any of them sitting there, you know, come over there and hang out. Master P was I think it was their first, when they first came out with No Limit Soldiers, they had a concert at Longhorn Ballroom, and I was the DJ for that concert, and that was when they first got started, really, and when the No Limit era kicked in.
Man, Longhorn been around a while. So how did you get that? Was that through the radio station or were you just working?
No, I think, man, I forgot who hired me for that. It was a promoter or somebody who put that show on, knew about me from the Executive Club.
Oh, so he got the records behind him, man. He got the years in and putting in the work. That's cool. Master P and Johnny Taylor, what a two different. Well, now they merged because we got all this trail ride and hip hop together.
Oh man,
yeah. Those worlds have merged.
Yeah, it's things have changed.
Oh, and they forever change.
Yep. How do you balance genres? Funny, we jump right into this question. It's like R&B, blues, hip hop, and jazz in a single set.
It depends on where I'm at and the vibe. I try to, whatever, if I am sitting in at a club or a bar or something, or whatever the client wants, I'm going to give them what they ask for, because sometimes people can go out and do it the way they want to do it, and sometimes it don't go well. So you kind of have to balance it out and know the limit of what you can do for that particular person, you know.
Yeah. Can I ask you another question? So now, I mean, back in the day, we didn't have all these choices. So how do you feel about having all these choices at your fingertips? I mean, I don't know if you play pop, top 40, reggae, or Latin music, but how do you feel about having to understand all these genres now?
I dabble a little bit. I should do my own party once a month for probably about a year and a half in my hometown. I'd always do something I think it was every second Saturday at a bar down there, and it would be Latino, country, and I'd hit them with a little some everything.
Oh, okay. So yeah, your hometown, 10 miles. 10
Oh
minutes
man,
away.
let it go.
Hey,
He
hey,
ain't gonna let it go.
man, my hometown is growing, man. We about
Yeah, it's growing.
28,000 now. Hey, man.
Hey, no, I'm just glad you're proud of it. But yeah, I mean, I just wonder how a lot of DJs balance, or how do they accept it, or are they willing to learn and grow? Because now you just can't be, R&B, hip hop. You have to be multifaceted. You can't play
Well,
one genre and
I think
expect to survive.
Coming up in the era that I did,
Mm-hmm.
when it was rhythm and blues, that's all,
Mhm.
that's what R&B is, rhythm and blues. So I think coming up in that era, knowing about the 70s music, the 80s, and then that's when the hip hop kicked off, the rap music kicked off. I was right there at the beginning. So you learned about a lot of different things. Then when you start moving around a little bit, which I do mainly, R&B. R&B first, then, maybe blues, jazz, and then, hip hop is pretty easy to do, but as you get older, you mature, you want to play for a different crowd. You don't want to be as rowdy as you used to be. So,
Hey, that's a good way of looking at it. I never thought about it like that. Me, I would just say safe. You want to be safer than you used to be, because
well,
clubs can be a little crazy sometimes.
yeah, being, seasoned, as you want to call it, if you would call it,
Yeah.
you see a lot and you learned a lot from not so much your mistakes, but everybody else's.
Yeah.
And the music, like I said, has changed, and you try to give all of it a chance, but some just fall through the cracks. But I think being able to not be a one-trick pony is good, because you go sometimes, well, this person can only do hip hop, this person can only do
Yeah.
old school, this person do that. That's why you see 30 guys in the DJ booth,
Yeah.
because maybe some of them might be one-trick ponies and they have to have help, you know, and all you have to do is just sit back and listen and watch.
And learn
Yeah.
and create those playlists. I have one more question on that. How do you feel about the rise of I guess they call it trail music, or what are they calling it? Southern soul, which is really blues and kind of. How do you feel about that, or when did that just take off like it's taken off now?
I think that if you actually look at it and think about traditional blues, and when somebody said traditional blues, you're talking like the Little Miltons, the ZZ Hills, the Bobby Bland of old, Muddy Waters, guys like that. And then you think about, just say you put the traditional jazz. Then when you start hearing stations say contemporary jazz, that's when you start hearing the Najees, the Kenny G's. So I look at this as contemporary blues, because it's more of an R&B style, but with that blues swing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people are captivated by it because it
it's touching both worlds.
Yeah, it's kind of the best of both worlds. Yeah, and it's starting to add some of the guys, adding a little hip hop to it, which same way that Luther did when he had Busta Rhymes on tracks, and I think it can be integrated, but also keep it mature, because grown folks, they can tolerate it, long as it's not as vulgar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just gets too far out of hand, and it loses sight of what it was.
Yeah.
Because when you go to a show, whether it's R&B or blues or whatever, if you go into that show, you dress nice, so you want to see and you want to feel a certain way. But when somebody gets out of hand like that, then that changes the whole
dynamics
of it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and are you familiar that people are calling you the from a DJ standpoint the king of Southern soul?
I've heard that a couple of times.
So how do you feel about that, and what do you think that you've done that have brought that about?
Uh, I was mixing blues in the '90s.
Mm,
I was mixing blues back then. It's just that it's just something that I did. But now it's I guess people that have podcasts, like YouTube, and they won't kind of mute you like Facebook does. And I like the groove of it, which I like other stuff too, but that just happened to be something that I'm kind of fond of. And a friend of mine out of Atlanta, he said that I didn't choose Southern Soul, Southern Soul chose me.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
I like that.
Because that's, if you've ever seen my Sunday matinee, uh, there's people get up 2 hours early from California all the way to New Jersey to listen to that show every Sunday.
Salute.
And view it every Sunday. So,
I'm gonna have to check it out. I've caught snippets of it and I've peeked a couple snippets of it, but I'm gonna have to give it a full listen one of these days. How long do you do? 2 hours?
yeah, 1 to 3 Central.
All right.
And that came about, that was odd how that came about because, like I said, I did Dallas radio before, and I went to a particular radio station, gave them an air check, pitched that to them for a Sunday matinee. God told me we didn't play that kind of music over here. So, therefore, my friend out of Atlanta, DJ Mr. Melvin, matter of fact, he said, man, won't you go live on YouTube? I said, I didn't know you could go live on YouTube. And at the time, I had 21,000 subscribers. At that time, that was 5 years ago. And I started going live on there, and now it's up to 42,000 subscribers.
Wow. That's
pretty
pretty good. So they don't mute you, or they just let you ride because you think
I don't get muted. I mix the Southern Soul with a little old school from time to time, and it's have a decent audience. Like I said, this YouTube thing has been taking me Houston area, Oklahoma, Florida, Ohio, Atlanta, different places like that, Louisiana. So it's been good to me, and I love it.
Yeah, I would too if it's taking me around the states. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah. So, what has changed, in your opinion, the most in the club and DJ scene since you started?
Cheap club owners.
Can you define that for us?
I'm not gonna say. Let's just say frugal. Frugal. What is frugal? Frugal.
Yeah. Frugal. Yes.
Let's just say that. Okay. Years ago, when I came to Dallas, the club owners, they got behind the DJs.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't go in there and tell them, "Oh man, come on, do this, do this." They let them do their thing. That was part of their entertainment. So you had guys when club owners got behind them, like Ushay, Dr. Rock, the DJ Dallas Scratches. It's a lot of DJs that I think are great guys, great DJs, and the club owners got behind them. Then I think what shifted was the guys come in wanting to be in places so bad they'll take less money and do more work, and that kind of hurt the culture a little bit. And I understand if you need money, you do what you do, but the club owners start shifting, thinking that the club was about them, because the club is made up of ambiance, atmosphere, service, your bartender and waitresses. You can, no matter what DJ you have or what band you have, whatever opinion you have about them, whether you think they're good or bad, somebody likes what they do.
Hmm.
So it may be an experience thing, but some of the club owners would have one good night, and the next week you send with a brand new Mercedes because they think the people are coming to actually see them. And you got some club owners that were great owners, man, management. They were great owners. They knew that the customer came first. So,
Yeah.
I've been involved with some great club owners, and I've been involved with some not so great, meaning they make bad decisions.
Yeah. I've never looked at it from some of the perspectives that you mentioned, but a lot of them hit on what I think too about, I never thought about them getting an ego. I just think that they're trying to keep all the money to themselves. It's not about them. Maybe they feel it's more about the building or what they've set up and everything they put in there and the atmosphere and all that stuff. But that's pretty deep, brother. I love that answer.
Okay. Matter of fact, I can give you one better. I knew this guy ran this club.
Uh-huh.
I heard him tell the DJ, "Man, why all the women come to see you, man? They ought to be coming to see me." That serves. That's the case right there.
Yeah. And
you go to any night spot around the Metroplex and just sit back and just watch. Just look.
But you got to know who all the players are besides the DJ.
Yeah.
I need to know who the owners are.
Yeah.
I need to know who's who.
But that's what I'm saying. Just go back and just sit back and watch.
Okay. Wow.
But it's some. I know some great, talented guys around here. I'm just somebody that play music, but these guys are talented, but they're not getting their just dues.
No,
but it's like, that point you made, and I don't know if Mike was going to touch on that, but it's the point you made where some people who want to just take your place so bad, they willing to come work for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always thought of this. Anybody that does anything for money out of desperation can't be trusted.
Wow, we might have to use that as a tweetable. Anything done out of desperation for money can't be trusted.
It's the DJ quotable.
Wow, that's a quotable. That's a tweetable.
No, but it's
Oprah say.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because they will go up under you.
Wow.
Because if you find a person that's desperate for money, they'll do anything. They'll compromise themselves for it.
Man, I mean, you can't hit it any harder and truthful than that. But we hope and pray that that's not always the case. But I can't argue with you and not say that you're not right, because it has to be something. But is it? I mean, it may not. And I don't think all the time it's money. I think it's wanting to shine.
Well, they want some of them want the spotlight, and some of them just really just love the craft.
Yeah,
I love the music.
Yeah.
And my brother tell me, say, my brother, he have fun playing music, but he have more fun when it's FUNDS, funds.
So you got a brother that DJ too?
No, he
talking about you.
Yeah.
Funds. He has fun, but he has more funds when it's funds involved. That's pretty cool. Another quotable.
Yeah.
Wow, you just dropping all these gems on us. That's pretty cool.
But I want to touch back on some that what you said made me think about in regards to the industry and how we're looked at. And I was talking with Rick, and we were talking about DJ Hitman Howie T passing.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and they grew up together, and we're having this DJ contest this Sunday, and we were talking about whether or not he should, acknowledge him there, and I was saying yes, you should, and my reason for that was the younger DJs need to know about the pioneers that made a way, for what we do. No matter where they're at, they made a way.
Yeah.
And one of the problems that we have that it makes me think about, even with the clubs, is when hip hop first came out, it wasn't about the rapper. It was the DJ, then the rapper.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at hip hop, the DJ is like a prop.
They
just want
it
to,
all. Yeah.
They just want them to play the music.
Yeah, just push play. You ain't got to scratch. No, don't do. You just push play.
Yeah.
Well, a good group will have you do your thing.
Yeah, but a good group. But I'm just saying, when you think about that, and you think about, the desperate DJs, you can see the correlation that they're not even educated on the craft in itself. They don't even know the history of it, and no one really pushes that. They don't care. So I think part of that is why we get some of the things that we get as well.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
And for us growing up in the time that we grew up in, to me, the DJ was like, man, I don't care about that dude rapping. That dude right there.
Yeah.
And that's what it was about.
I've heard you talking to people that call you about doing a gig, and you give them a price. All you're doing just playing music.
Yeah.
I know you've heard that before.
Oh yes.
And they're not understanding that I'm the first one there and the last one to leave.
Yeah.
And you got some gigs you be on, they never even come to you, ask you, do you want a bottle of water?
Yeah.
Oh,
Some of them, depending on who it is and how they feel about you and the value they place on your DJ-ical skills.
Yeah. And you're not only just the first one and the last one, you're the only one, for the most part, paying attention to what everybody is doing in regards to how the music is affecting them.
The safety, you watching what may go on in a dark corner, which I hate places that's dark. If I'm in any place, I want to be able to see what's going on in that back corner. It ain't got to be bright, but just enough light for me to see what's going on in that back corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you, because a lot of stuff can pop off, and before you know what's going on in the back corner.
And I don't want to be no accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nobody does.
All
right.
I think.
Go ahead.
To touch on that, the things have changed. Like I said, people are getting these buildings, clubs, venues, whatever you want to call them, and they're going into it wanting to make instant money. And anybody that's been in business know it takes 2 to 3 years before your business is going to be self-sufficient.
Wow. Well, a lot of people don't have that much time because they don't have a plan. They have to start making money to handle their business. So 9 times out of 10,
if you shouldn't open up no business if you don't have a plan to weather the storm.
Yeah, well, that sounds great, and hopefully,
it sounds good, don't it?
People that are loaning them the money are making them come with a plan, but that don't mean that it's happening. But you're right. I mean, you can't just instantly. I thought that makes me think back when we opened our club, but it was different because we were set up. I mean, we had it set up to make money. We made money from day one. So yeah it was
and it depends on like you said, the overhead, and most of the time all the overhead is the lease on the building.
Yeah, that was it. The lease.
Everything else can pretty much take care of itself.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got people that you say, well, they think about that dollar right then instead of the long-term dollar.
Yeah, because there's a lot to pay for. You have to think about a lot of stuff. But yeah, we could probably beat that horse to death. So we're gonna keep moving on. So the next question is Club Ice the one that's used to be over off 35 South?
Yes.
Okay, going toward South Fort Worth, Burleson.
Yeah, going toward Burleson. Yeah.
Okay, and then the Longhorn Ballroom is up there.
That's downtown.
Yeah,
downtown area.
In the Dallas Club.
That's not Canton. That's oh
No, that's
oh man, Corinth.
Corinth.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Corinth.
But it's by the Dallas Gentlemen's Club over that way, right?
No, it's
no,
right.
Yes, it is.
It was about it used to be a wrestling. That used to be right with a wrestling.
No wonder I don't know where it's
I
at.
forgot what they used to
The
call that.
Sportatorium was right off the
Yeah, the
freeway.
Sportatorium was
Yeah.
right there.
Right off the freeway. The
Yeah,
Longhorn
just-
Ballroom is
So you used to do
Corinth and
DJ
Industrial.
Club Ice and Longhorn Ballroom. What makes Texas nightlife different from elsewhere, everywhere else? Is it really different?
I
yes.
think everything is different.
So what makes it different to you?
The difference now is to me is that people are not embracing, seem to me, the couple thing. You got
Ding, 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 ding.
Don't you do it. Go ahead.
That's absolutely correct.
you
Okay.
know it's more individuality and
Yes.
Mm.
Group.
you got guys
individuality.
you got
Yeah.
guys standing on one side of the building, women on the other side, or just sitting there waiting on you quite naturally. If you see a nice looking woman, a guy gonna say something to him. Well, the man on the other side of the room, as soon as he sees somebody approaching her, he come with attitude. Well, you left your woman over there.
Unattended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You over here with your homeboy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I think that people don't come out like they used to. They come out damn near when the club is closed, and
I think their agenda has changed. They have a different agenda when they come out. It ain't what it used to be. When we went out back then, we went out with the intent to dance and have a good
have a
time.
good time. And you wanted to be there
Mm-hmm.
early enough to where you get you a decent seat.
Yeah.
If you want to sit down, or
You didn't want to miss anything.
that's why I used to love Carson's Live.
Mm.
6 o'clock in the evening, you had a line around the corner.
Wow.
Wow.
And by 8 o'clock, it's 2,500 strong.
Man.
And had three rooms. It was I worked with some great guys out there.
Where was this club at? Because I don't know.
Carson's Live was in Addison off the tollway, and I want to say Spring Creek or Spring Creek, I think.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a great group of DJs. You had TDK and BMW was in the main room.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There was about 1,500. I was in the middle room with the R&B and swing out with Jerry Palmer, who had about 500 or 600.
Oh, Jerry.
And DJ Phil was on the patio with about 350, 400 people.
Wow.
And that
was
was brother.
All in one night. That's all going on.
I know you probably don't want to answer this, but I have to ask. So what was the average pay then? And what
$600.
year?
Everybody got a check for $600 when you walk through the door.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And y'all would patch it in, right?
All they had to do was take your player.
Okay. Or that was post records. That was more CDs, or was that
CDJs.
already digital?
It was. I think that's when I switched over to digital. This laptop is out there. That's when I switched over.
What year was that?
Oh man,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you hurt me then.
Didn't mean to.
Man, that had to be.
That sounds
like 2008.
Okay.
Maybe 2009 or something. Maybe.
Yeah. So but each one of the DJs got that much. All
Yeah.
5 or 6 of y'all.
Everybody got paid $600 a night.
Okay. Wow. I mean, that's pretty good because, bro, you still hear people. I was reading a guy in LA was making $150, $300 today at a club in Los Angeles.
Oh, there's some of them out here today doing that now. But then I think that I thought I was doing good because when I was at the executive club, I was making like $1,600 a week.
How many nights?
4.
Mm.
But I played the breaks on 2 of the nights. So it was like working maybe 2.5 hours each night on Friday and Saturdays,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe 5 hours on Thursday and Sundays.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I looked at it like this, man, 1,600 a week tax free, and I had a day job too.
Don't say that too loud.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, that's not bad. I mean, it's just those situations where you still hear people making $150 today in a packed club, and
Well,
we can't afford to pay you no more than $150.
I went to a cat one time, and I said, "Give me your slowest night." And believe me when I tell you this, you go in there and be the owner and the bartender. That's all would be in there. So I went in there a couple of Tuesday nights, for like 3 weeks, maybe one or two people in there. So I said, man, let me take over this Tuesday night. He said, how much you gotta have? I said, well, I told him my price. Oh, I can't pay it. I said, well, give me the door. Oh, I can't give you my door, but you're in here by yourself. If I don't get but 3 people in here, then I'm not mad because I'm,
Yeah.
I want to get out here and, trying to make something happen. So, that's the thing that they have. They won't get
Sad.
the door because they figure that something might change, and then they want to come renegotiate.
Yeah. And that's
They
sad.
don't
You ain't
want to.
got.
They gonna try to
Yeah. It's
renegotiate,
sad. You don't have nobody in here.
or they gonna be trying to stiff you.
Yeah. Nobody in here. You want to fight about me getting the door. So you want the door in your bar, and you want to give me $150, and I have 300 to 400 people in here that are drinking and eating
Yeah.
and paid to get in here.
Let's look at it at a different light.
Okay.
What about and I don't like to count nobody's money, but I've been on the management side of the night spots too.
Unfortunately, we have to, and we really need to do that and understand the game a little bit better. So I'm with you. You don't want to, but you need to.
Yeah. So if you don't want to, look at it, but if you've been on the business side, the management side of it, then you understand. A guy told me one time when I first club I've ever kind of DJ'd in my beautiful hometown of Ennis. He said that when I was young, and when most DJs when you're young, your whole objective is boom, boom, boom. You come in slamming all night long, slamming all night long. So he walked up to me. He said, young man, you playing good music, but you need to slow him down. I said, well, man, I played something slow. He said, that's not what I'm talking about. He said, if they're on the dance floor all night and nobody drinking. If they're on the dance floor all night and nobody buying nothing to eat. The name of this game is selling food and whiskey. The dance floor and the door is just a bonus. You can't survive off the door. You survive off selling whiskey and food, selling liquor and food. And that would change my way of thinking about the DJ game, because not knocking anybody, but house party DJs and club DJs are different. They're totally different. The house party DJ is concerned about keeping it hype all night. The club DJ, he keeps it hype, to my opinion, in spurts, because you have to give them a chance to drink and eat.
Yep.
You rotate them. As long as they rotating in and off, popping their fingers, bobbing their head, they cool. Everybody may not agree with that, but I understand the business of you got to sell that in order to get money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's that you just educated some that's listening.
Yeah.
Because some people don't know what it means when you say rotate the floor.
Yeah, I learned that at an early age. Build it up, slow it down, build it back up again. But you, at the same time, you're rotating your floor and you getting them to the bars and to the, so they can go do what they need to. Because
your job, not only you reading minds, but you're also trying to sell what the club has.
Yeah. Wow.
Phenomenon in the building.
This young man is dropping straight knowledge, isn't he? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Was this the picture man? Was this the waitress? Was this the guy in the bathroom with the colognes and the lady in the bathroom with the perfumes? You selling it all.
Yes,
And at
sir.
the end of the night, they're gonna come up there and they're gonna, hey man, put this in your pocket.
Boy, you taking me back.
Yeah.
The picture man with the cloth hanging on the wall in the corner. brother man in the bathroom with the squirts.
in the peppermints.
Yeah. Oh man.
And the smell goods. And,
Wow.
yeah.
Times have really, I think we got a little bit better, but times have changed.
We need to go back to the boom boom room.
And you'd be surprised the people that like that atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was a different type of service.
Yeah.
And it was good. I'm just saying, just think about that. It was good customer service.
Yeah, it was.
It was, you didn't feel threatened when you came in, and you didn't feel threatened when you left.
No.
Man, there was a spot that I worked in South Dallas. I call it the upscale hole in the wall. That was the Arandas Club, the one I told you about, the Johnny Taylor, all these type of cats would be in at any given time. This was, other than the Cliff Club, this was probably the oldest club in the Metroplex that was open 7 nights a week, had live entertainment 5 nights a week.
Wow.
And had business 7 nights a week.
Man.
And their biggest night was Tuesday.
What they do on Tuesday?
It was called Down Home Tuesday with KKDA, Sweet Willie Mitchell, live entertainment.
Oh, Sweet Willie.
Sweet Willie Mitchell was one of my mentors in the radio business.
Wow.
And this club, man, the guy that ran it, Mr. Booker McGill, he's passed on, and he said, "This club is for the community and for the people that work here. It ain't for me." That's the way he thought. He said, "I got a job." He said, "I like to keep people employed and take care of this community."
Wow. Yeah, all owners have a different perspective, and it's just good to see some that have a community perspective and trying to do it. So
when you find a good one, it's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. So we kind of touched on, you at 89.3 in KKDA. So, and knowing you had a huge presence in the radio, how did that shape your approach to DJing? Did that help you to be a better DJ? How did that help, or how did that shape you?
Well, I don't know if it shaped me into being more of a club DJ, but it was something that I wanted to do, that I set out to do, and it just happened to happen. But it gave me the experience of, I didn't have an engineer. I did everything myself when I was there. I didn't have an engineer. I didn't really have KKDA was the only one I had like a playlist, and because back then they were using those with those 8-track carts.
Yeah,
that's what they used, those carts over there. So, but KNON, I could just do whatever I wanted to do. And I ran my own board. But I think it helped a lot in my, I guess, being vocal on the mic and making the announcements, stuff like that. I think that helped. Whether I'm in a hole in the wall or upscale club, I'm the same professional guy everywhere.
I like that.
I got a question for you, if I may. So, how do you feel about DJing when, let me see, how can I put this? You say that you're the same in either situation. How do you feel about people that have to have this radio or this persona, this personality, and that personality is different when it comes to who they actually are? Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I had a a regional manager used to say, "Fake it till you make it."
Mm.
But I don't know. I'm the same 24/7. Same type of personality. You met me for the
Yeah.
first time
Yeah.
down in Waxahachie.
Yeah.
Nothing
You're the
changed.
same right now.
There's nothing changed. Even, see people all the time. That's hey, same person every day. If I'm gonna be, I don't know, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be an asshole, I'm gonna be one every day.
Mm.
Are you coming from it at that perspective? Or are you coming from a perspective of being a different, got more energy, more hyped up, or a totally different personality?
No, it's more so of the personality, and it's something that I've just kind of watched from afar. And
Some
I'll
people
see
try to
someone,
have that. They want that radio voice, so they think they have to change their voice to sound. I guess that get that sound.
Mhm.
You can tell somebody's. You know, I
With
guess you call it labor, laboratory voice or a voice
yeah.
that they're trying to have opposed to their natural voice.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. And that's part of it too, because I know for me, when I started to do this professionally and I realized that I had to have some form of a presence as an MC, you know, I spent time just thinking, well, how do I go about this? Do I need to change my voice? And I would try to do all of these different things. And I realized for myself, man, you just got to be you,
Yeah,
because you're trying to condition yourself to be something that you're not. And it's not comfortable. It's not
yeah.
natural.
It's not organic. It's not natural.
Yes.
And
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 yeah.
there's some guys that man, boy, if I had a voice like that, and not knowing, and people are telling me, man, you got a great voice, yada yada, yada. Man, but man, Yushay had a
Oh,
distinct voice.
oh, beautiful voice.
He had a distinct voice. Who else? I knew this guy, man, out of South Dallas. He wasn't a mixed job, but he had the gift of gab and the lingo and he knew tempos of the song, and he never missed a beat. This
Mm.
guy couldn't mix two eggs together, but this dude was on point. But
Mhm.
he was on point, man. He had that gift of gab. I don't know if you ever heard of this guy. They call him DJ Trash Can.
No, I haven't.
Say, man, this guy here,
Oh man, that's hilarious. But no, I
yes,
haven't heard of DJ Trash.
he's been out the game for a minute, but he was a real cool dude. And I used to tell Kenneth Swindle that because Kenneth hadn't really perfected his mixing skills at that
Uh-huh.
time. And I said, man, you need to go hear this guy right here. If when you listen to him, man, he was cool with it. And like I said, Yushay had a distinct voice.
Oh,
See somebody else.
had a beautiful voice, man.
Let's see who else I can think of.
And the
Well,
funny
other
thing was,
people on K104, what did you think of Skip that was on the home team voice?
You said what now?
Skip not is it
Skip
Skip Murphy?
Murphy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Skip Murphy.
Skip. Oh, that was a crew there, man.
Yeah. But I
That-
mean he had a good voice.
Yeah.
Who else?
He was kind of like Donnie Simpson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Donnie Simpson.
Donnie Simpson of radio to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm. So he had a good voice. Yeah, I mean it's quite a few. But it's good if you can have both sets of skills, have a good voice and put it down and be able to do everything. It just depends on where you want to go. If you want to do radio, knowing how to mix, unless you're doing a mix show, ain't really necessary. But if you're going to be out there in the clubs and whatever, you need to know how to DJ and talk.
And I'm really not. I really don't have the mic skills that a lot of guys that I know do. I just say what's necessary when I need.
Yeah. No, we all understand that. And I think that's a confidence thing too, because you probably do, you just think you don't. But it's just a little bit of confidence and knowing what to say. And, and I'm sure you hit the right moments and get the crowd hype in your own way.
Yeah, but I know some cats, man, that's got these little jingles and stuff that they say. I said, "Oh man, that's cool."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Now my brother, I have a brother that DJs too, but he hates to talk on the mic, but he'll do the chants and the jingles and all of that with the greatest of ease. And I never can figure that out. I'm like, now you can do these, but you don't want to make simple announcements.
I like to have a good MC,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had one in the past. He was from New York, and he was we had a good little team, and he know when to talk. He knew when to talk on the break. We kind of knew each other a little bit. So, and you got some guys, they talk throughout the whole song. And
Mess it up.
Yeah, and you have to understand that when and where to get in and where to get out. But all right. Go ahead there, Miguel.
No, son.
All right. I'm sorry. What does respect for the ladies mean, and how you curate your shows and choose your music? Respect for the ladies.
I'll never play anything in front of a female that I won't play in front of my grandmother.
Ooh.
I like that.
If I do a family event, you have the younger guys, man, play the LP version, no. I'm not gonna play nothing that do all that cussing in front of kids, females. I don't like all that B and H's and all that in the music. I know it's in there, but I'd rather play the clean version. If you know the song, just sing it to yourself.
So I have to stop you right there. So back in your club days, what were you doing?
Back in the club days, I still played as clean as I could.
Okay.
Back when I was doing the hip hop at Executive Club, Club Ice, I was there till 3 a.m, and I did the trap and all the hip hop stuff. It's just like I said, I matured a little bit more, and I kind of got away from it. Don't mean that I can't. I just prefer other stuff.
We choose to be respectful, and I like how you do that. Respect for the ladies. I like that. We might have to get that on a T-shirt. Yeah, I like that. Because that's a struggle today, man. It really is, trying to find a happy medium between some of this stuff they putting out and being. But it's hard to respect somebody who don't act like they have respect for themselves.
True. I think that when it comes to being around the nightlife and the guys and the women, I think that most women, they want the respect, but then the persona you put off sometimes don't demand it.
Yeah.
And the fellas, sometimes they think being hard 24/7 is the deal. You can't be hard with your woman.
Yeah, it kills me.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like, dude, really?
Yeah.
Is it that bad that you?
Yeah.
You got to be tense for 24.
But that's just like you saying, the guy who has a different personality when they DJ versus the personality. You see them meek and mild, but then when they in there, they tough guy, tough turntable guy. So yeah, it's just different personalities. But we ain't gonna hold you. We trying to respect your time. We want to get you in and get you out. So Mike, you got the last question.
So what's your secret to connecting with such a wide variety of crowds and keeping the energy smooth but powerful?
Man, I just try to pay attention to, I don't know, sometimes you can just pick somebody out of the crowd and just vibe with them, and you just look at different certain people, and I don't know, it's a crapshoot, man. It's a mind game, I think. You're trying to read minds, and you're just hoping they feeling what you're doing, especially if you got, you're at a show or something, doing a concert or something like. When I'm at a concert, you can't really go wrong, playing some old school stuff, maybe reach back, get some old school hip hop or something like that. The Southern Soul shows, I think that if I'm gonna do a Southern Soul show, I'm gonna try to keep it, pretty much close to that format. You don't want to. To me, I don't want to break away too much because of.
That's what they come there for.
Yeah.
If I'm going to see Keith Sweat You know, I'm not trying to go and hear Master P. You know, if I'm going to see the Isley Brothers, I'm not trying to, you know, hear a lot of other stuff. It's a time and place for it, I think.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And it's so many situations. Well, when you look at DJing, it's situational, you know, and you have to know the situations.
Yes.
And can you play to the situation? And
That's the thing. You know, like I said, everything is, like you said, a situation. You once you feel that vibe, okay, I can do this. I can go this far, but I can't go that far. You know, so you just have to kind of play around with it.
Oh yeah, and for me, that's the fun part. I like figuring out the audience.
Yeah.
And I like finding them and driving them bananas, you know, with whether it's songs that, you know, you're reaching that they haven't thought about, or what
heard it
combinations of how you mix songs together. And it's like, wow.
And I tell some of the younger cats that even if I'm changing, kind of like gonna go a different direction, it's how you set the song up.
Oh yeah,
That's how you set it up. It could be a little lingo to get it set up, then boom, you hit them with it. You know, it's just little nuances that it just comes with doing it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a lot. Yep. Yeah. Responsible from DJ Phenomenal.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I like to do. Lock you in the audience and watch their responses. Yep.
We have. I just come out of the Houston area last weekend, and a little spot I go to down there from time to time. They know the only way they can get me down there is to give me the door, and and so they I do pretty good down there. And then a couple of weeks we have our music festival in my hometown. It's a 2-day event every year, every Labor Day weekend.
You hear that, Jeff? In the great state of Ennis.
Yeah.
You come down and get you some blue bonnets.
Oh yeah. I was talking with one of your close friends Prince. Travis.
Yeah, T-Rock.
Yeah, T-Rock.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about, you know, his price points and, you know, taking so much equipment, and he was like, yeah, man, Bubba get on me all the time. Bubba Yae get on me all the time about my prices and taking all this equipment out there, and I ain't charging for it. I'm like, yeah. I said, you know, I'm like, dude, you done been raped so much, you just love it.
now, Michael.
No, I said, you need to call 911. You need counseling.
Yeah, you need counseling. Yeah. You know, it's surprising. It's amazing how you can talk to people. They don't understand that the money that they're trying to persuade you to take won't even repair a speaker.
Yeah. You got that
nothing.
Right.
But they don't want it. They don't want your speakers, or don't want your stuff cutting off. So you pay for quality.
Yeah.
You just made me think about something, man. Some of our smallest setups, people don't pay us. They don't even pay us what that costs.
No.
Because on an average, when you look at what a DJ has, on an average, equipment-wise, he has about anywhere from $35,000 to maybe $6,000 to $7,000 sitting right there. Value.
Yeah,
that's a small setup.
Based on today.
Yeah, that's why I said average. That's why I said average.
And then some libraries you can't put a price on.
Oh, I didn't even think about the music, dude. Yeah, the music alone, the music that I got on my hard drive ain't even enough.
You can't put a price on.
If I charged $1.99, if I said each song represented $1.99,
129.
man.
You got some 99, 69 cents on.
Dude,
and
you
some-
can put 50 cents on it. Oh, I got damn near 500,000 songs in my library.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's continuously downloading, Bubba,
Yeah,
at a clip that is unworthy of mentioning.
I think that when it comes to equipment, my mother used to always tell me to buy good shit one time.
Wow.
I spent a lot of money on
Man, let me make a
stuff
note
for
of it.
equipment when I first really.
Well, I don't say it like his mama said, but I said it like
No,
that.
but go ahead and
Go
finish.
ahead.
But I think that when you go out and buy some stuff, go out and buy stuff that's gonna last you a while.
Yeah.
I know sometimes your budget, it may be a budget, but man, save your money, get you some good stuff. That way it won't break down on you, and then it'll be more reliable to you. You mentioned, $6,000-7,000 on a small setup. Yeah, you go say, man, that's not even counting when you go do something like a show that I did Juneteenth, when you got $17,000 worth of equipment out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
well,
just
just think,
speakers.
You're right. Because if
Oh,
you got, say, if you got line array, say you got 6 line arrays at $2,000 a piece. That's $1,200 right there. 2 subs. That's
No, it's
depending on
12. It's more than $1,200. You said it's $2,000 a piece.
well, 600 times. 300 times 6 is 2,000 is 1,200. So, and then you got 2 subs at $2,000 a piece. That's another 4,000. So you already at $18,000. It's crazy. And like you say, people don't realize it, and we don't realize it either, what we actually taking out every time we go out the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, okay, I'm just taking these QSCs, or I'm just taking these RCFs, or, I got a $2,000 controller, and I didn't even count controller. In that small setup, that ain't even counting your controller.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's a lot of money rolling out these doors, man. But, man, DJ, man, I'm glad we got to pick your brain, brother. I'm going to have to have lunch with you in Ennis one day or something.
we
Drive
got
out to the mighty city of Ennis. And,
I'll come to your where you live. I'll come.
I live in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'm going to have to mess with you because you
Well, I can
Ennis, Texas. No, I live in Mansfield, man. I live in
that's right up the street.
No, well, like I said, Ennis is right up the street. But I know that's your hometown. I'm sorry.
I love it, man.
But man, you're a wealth of knowledge, brother, and don't take it to the grave with you. Share it with other people. I'm sure you do. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed this. And Mike seems to always find these high quality interviews of people who that people may, they ain't got nothing for us. But yeah, everybody has a story to tell and something to share with the industry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate y'all having me on, and it was great meeting you guys, man. And I hope that anybody out there up and coming, take notes and learn from it. Not telling you what to do, but just kind of like your kids. Man, that stove is hot, but they still can go touch it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Yep. One of our good DJ friends out of Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah, the Carolina.
DJ Phenomenon. He said, "Thanks so much for sharing. This was a
phenomenal
interview."
Yeah. Thank you, P.
A great play on words.
I go to Roxborough, North Carolina too, once a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
This guy's an interstate player.
Oh, he's international.
Yeah, he interstate.
Yeah.
Intercontinental. But that's cool.
I just want to thank you guys.
Oh,
you're welcome.
All
Man.
my supporters out there, unity in the community. I want to invite y'all too, man. Come out Memorial Day weekend. I have my picnic in the park. I want y'all to come out and hang with me next year.
okay.
I fed about 125, 30 people this year. This was my 4th year. I do it every year. I have a community picnic, either be hot dogs or catfish or something like that.
Well, hey man, that's
we would
phenomenal.
love to.
Hey, another thing, how do people find you on the World Wide Web, and how can they go watch your show and all that stuff too?
They can look me up on Facebook. Just DJ Bubba Yae. Either just go to YouTube. Actually, you can Google DJ Bubba Yae, and you'll find everything you need to find.
All right, DJ Bubba Yae.
Spell it for him, because we got some younger people out there that's
it's
not.
BUBBAYAE. I spell it like it sounds. YAE, Yae. But
Yay!
YouTube, just subscribe to the channel, DJ Bubba Yae. It's a Sunday matinee at the grown folks spot. Y'all gonna have to come over here and hang with me one Sunday too.
Oh, we will.
We will, man.
Oh, we would love to do
we'll
that.
We'll get some vodka and cranberry or something like that.
Well, I'll take some water.
Okay, we'll get you some water on the rocks.
Yeah, I'll take some cranberry juice on the rock. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we would love that. That would be that would be
cool.
great.
Come on, get
Set
a
that up, man.
drink.
You know, anytime y'all want to, man. We're
Yeah.
good. We're good.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, thank you, sir, for hanging out with us. We're gonna let you run now.
And we will be in touch.
Yeah, we'll be in
for
touch.
certain. Yeah, we got each other's information now.
Peace
And,
out. Peace
Yeah,
and
we got to forgive my partner. He has what do we call it? Sound effect syndrome.
We're taking him out with some applause, man.
Okay. All right, we see you guys next week. We'll be in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
DJ
Live from
X
Atlantic City.
2025.
We go do it out on the beachfront in the harbor.
Yeah, if the seagulls don't take advantage.
Yeah, don't
of
take out mics.
Yeah, they running off with food. They may run off with the mics.
Oh man.
All right. Thank you again, brother.
All right. Thank you.